Hey everyone, it's your host Triple C. How's everyone doing today? Today I'm going to bring you my top 20 list that I'm going to try to get made for Classified, or hopefully that they get made for Classified. These are the top 20 vehicles that I owned when I was a kid that I loved. Most of them. Some of them I always wanted as a kid. Um, but I'll go over that when I get to those. But I think these would be awesome in the line. All right. Plus, oh yeah, and I'm doing three dream projects instead of honorable mentions. We got three dream projects that I really wanted them to get made. Um, I don't know if they ever will, but I like to see them in classified, and they'd be huge. First up, the Thunderclap Attack Tank. Now, this is a three vehicles in one. It's this long vehicle, and then there's two vehicles on the edge here that can come off. And then the middle part could be like a little base, because it holds four people, two in the front, two in the back, and then one on each side here. And it can swing around too on this silver part right here, so it can swing all the way around. Um, it was a cool concept because you put the shell of a missile in there, or the payload, and you pull it back and it would shoot back at you. It was like it was shooting off. It's a pretty cool vehicle. And the front, the back one, it has six wheels on it, and the front had treads on it. The treads didn't work though. They were those dumbbell wheels. But yeah, I really love to see it classified. I don't know if it ever can be done because it is long, but it's just something that I would love to see. It'd probably be like 5 feet long. But it'd be skinny too. It wouldn't. Okay. Next up is the ROCC. Or like they call it, the Rock. This is an awesome little vehicle. It's not little, it's pretty big. The back would open up and there'd be a jet inside of it and a command center. And then right here, this part would come off of it and drive around, and it'll hold a lot of characters on it. Plus, if you had the air vehicles in the line, you can add the weapons to it. Like I think it was the Rhino Den that had extra weapons you could attach to it. I'm not sure if it was Pursuit of Cobra or if it was another line. Maybe in the movie line, I think. But yeah, it was a great uh, vehicle I had as a kid, and this part would open up and there'd be a jet inside of it that would take off, a little one-man jet. And then my last dream project is the Rolling Thunder. Now I know Pixar Design has a version of this, but he changed it a little bit. His looks amazing, and I wouldn't mind getting his. Um, he has multiple cannons up top here. I just wish he had the seats instead of the rocket pods that he put on here. I would still get it though if I could. That is very expensive. It's like for 12 to 1400 plus shipping, which is another 400 shipping. It's a big box. All right, so it'd be like 16 to 1800 for the Rolling Thunder. Okay, now we get to the top 20. Now, this vehicle is one of my favorite jets growing up. I liked it a lot. It was more sci-fi than the regular jets. It is the Vector jet. I think it also had the bubble in the back that could detach, and it was a pretty awesome jet. Um, Now, I didn't care for the rest of the Battle Force 2000 line, so if I ever got it made, I would change the color to black and make it more Night Force looking. Alright, next up, the Skystorm. The X-Wing Skystorm. This one is a cool helicopter. I know a lot of people probably did not like this helicopter, but I did. And I thought it was pretty cool because it would turn into a jet. Uh, if you just push down the rotor, you pull it up to extend the rotor blades, and you push it down to close the rotor blades, it turns into a sonic jet. And it was pretty cool. So the helicopter motor you can go up and down, and when it's in jet mode, it goes takes off. So that's why I liked it a lot. All right, next is we need this in the line. Whether Hasbro makes it or I get it from Make by Mike or somebody else, we need the Polar Battle Bearer. The Polar Battle Bearer, the Polar Battle. Sorry, guys. Battle Bearer is an awesome little vehicle, and I love it to come with an iceberg or one of the other snow joes. It would just be an awesome little vehicle. Okay, another one that I really want to come to the line eventually. This is whether it's Hasbro making it or 3D printing. Um, is the Avalanche. The Avalanche is a huge vehicle. So and it has it tries to be working on it. So that's why I want to classify it for them. And it'd be huge. It'd be an awesome vehicle. And I would love to see this in the line. Like the Cobra Wolf and the Ice Snake. And I would love to see it in the line. And Ice Saber. Okay. Next up, the Night Rhino. Now, I prefer the Night Rhino over the Warthog, just for the color scheme. I'm not much of the green army colors. Certain vehicles I am. Like the Vamp is awesome. Tanks are fine. And like the Slugger and the stuff like that. But for that one, I prefer it to be in black. And I really would love to see how you take a whack at that to make it be able to float. Okay. Next up, this one is I think one of the coolest helicopters made, and Joe is one of the coolest ones next to the Dragonfly. That's always gonna be first. This one, the Locust. It's a small one-man helicopter that would go perfect against the AGP. And I would love to see this in the line. Now, I know Model 3D Hobby sells these. Um, if you want to get one from him on Etsy. Alright. Next step. This is one that I think Hasbro will probably be doing eventually. Is the Armadillo. It would be hopefully with working treads. And I think they could do is in under $100, say $75 to $100 range for this, or even less than that, probably $50 to $75. Probably has the same price as the MMS or HMS. Now this is the one that I'm hoping is this year's HasLab. Is the Havoc. The Havoc is an awesome vehicle. I would actually honestly love to see it in Night Force though. But the green is awesome on this too. So either I'd be happy with either one of them. But I'd love to see it in Night Force colors. And then this is the G.I. Joe Night Howler. It is a custom, I believe, but it was one that I'm going to try to get made. The Night Force Wolf. And then I've given it to Big Ben, because he's the one that's in the gear, and maybe a Steel Corp Trooper. I love this weapon. artillery. I guess it's an artillery tank, but it's not really a tank. It's an artillery vehicle. The Slugger. Anything with more than 4 wheels, I love. And this has 6 wheels, so I already love it. And it came with Thunder, so I'm hoping that we get this eventually in line. Because I don't think it'd be too big to be, you know. I think the body would be about as big as the vamp, but then the long cannon would be attached to it. So, hopefully they can make that happen. Alright, then there is the Tiger Shark. I love Tiger Force, and the Tiger Shark is one of the ones that I really want to get eventually. And I know Makes by Mike's has this, and I want to try to get it from him eventually. Because I have the Night Force version, and I really like it, but I want the Tiger Force version. And I would love to get a Tiger Force version of this. I made my own, but I want a legit one. Either 3D printed version from Made by Mike's or Hasbro. Because that needs to be an awesome vehicle to own. And then this is probably in my top 5 favorite vehicles. Yeah, it is my top 5 favorite vehicles. The Tiger Cats. And I hope we get the Tiger Cat eventually. And it comes with fight. Alright, next up. I can only find one picture of this, so this is what I have to do. I wanted the Conquest. And this is the Night Force version, which I would love to see, but the regular Conquest would be cool too. Or a Python Patrol Conquest, but for G.I. Joe, I want this or the regular one. Okay, now we get into nitty gritty. Alright, this one is one that I really want eventually, but it's gonna be big. It's the Killer Whale, Night Force, Night Striker. I think that's what that one is. For the Night Force Whale, I would love to see this for the line. I love to see a whale too. The whale is good in all colors. I mean, whether it's the regular one or this one, I prefer Night Force. Just because I like Night Force a lot, but okay. Next step, the Night Force Raider or Night Force Triple T, right there. Now I can get this one from Made by Mike's also. He has this for sale. And I think it's between 150 and 175. I can't remember the exact price. But yeah, that's a really cool vehicle. I'd love to see that. Alright. We are down to the last 4 here, guys. Alright. Last. Yeah. Alright. This one is going to be really sweet if it gets made from. I know you can get regular versions. I don't know if anybody's done the Night Force version of this yet. It's the Night Ray. The Night Ray is an awesome looking boat. I want both versions of the hydrofoil, the good guy and bad guy version. But I love to see this. I would love to see an Iron Grenadier version of this too. But where it's gold instead of the red orange. Okay. Then there is this one. This is one of my favorite vehicles. I love it. I know a lot of people probably don't like this vehicle because it's a giant laser cannon on top of a vehicle, but I love the Persuader, and I love the Night Force Persuader especially. And this one is one that escaped me as a kid, and I always wanted it. And it holds 2 characters on it, and I think it has a token, but I'm not 100% sure. I never owned one. I couldn't find anything in the back. Okay, now this one is finally available from RowdyToys.com, and it is the Night Force Night Blaster, the G.I. Joe version of the Magnet. This thing is awesome. It is huge, and I can't wait to get it. All right, in my most wanted vehicle for G.I. Joe is the Hellcat. Now, the Hellcat is freaking awesome. It was one of my favorite vehicles growing up. And I replaced this in an entire cat side by side in my top 5 because they're the same vehicles, just different colors. But they are 2 of my favorite vehicles in the line, and I hope Hasbro makes the Hellcat, not for HasLab, but for a post exclusive or for retail. Preferably retail because it can be sold in retail. Alright, guys, that is it for my list. I hope you guys enjoyed this list, and it went a little bit faster this time around. But I do hope you guys enjoyed it. I will be posting this next. When you see it, I'm taking a week off until we get the a couple weeks off until we get the Sync Armors, and then I will do a review of Sync Armors, and then we'll go from there. But I will see you guys next time. This is Triple C signing off. Hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.